After a fortnight in internment at the coal mines, Skarloey returned to the railway. He and Peter Sam worked comfortably for several weeks across October and November. Every year, a festival is held at the top station village to celebrate the beginning and end of the farming season. These events are called Market Day. The railway brings a special train from the big station up in the morning and a train down in the evening. The festival for the end of the season came one sunny morning in mid-November. Peter Sam was over the moon to be double-heading the special train with Skarloey, but luck wasn't on their side. As Peter Sam headed up the line in the early morning of Market Day, he spotted Skarloey coming into the passing loop. Skarloey was to stop at the station and Peter Sam was to pass him, but the coaches had still not forgiven Skarloey for his behavior a few weeks before, and surged into him.
"Oh, you should have stopped. It was the coaches, they were pushing me." And now we won't be able to go to Market Day."
The coaches were horrified with the extent of the damage. The mine engine arrived to help clean up the mess, and brought both of the engines down to the bottom station. The thing controller and the owner stood by the shed waiting for them.
"Bother those coaches. We shall punish them severely once Market Day is done."
"No more work for you two today." Peter, Sam, and Skarloey looked sadly at the ground. "Cheer up, it's not your fault. We'll get you fixed as soon as possible. But for now, John has his own work and the other mine's engines are far too weak to pull such a train." "What about me, sir?" asked a quiet voice.
"Skarloey, do you think you can do it?"
"I'll try, sir," Skarloey answered determinedly. There were so many passengers that the workmen's coach and the mines coach had to be added to the train. Skarloey backed down, hissing at the coaches. "I'm very upset with you. Such behavior is shameful. You could have hurt your passengers, and you've upset the Market Day arrangements."
"I'm sorry, Skarloey. It was that
Skarloey no tells. Peter Sam has told me that how hard Skarloey has been working to be good, and you've been awkward with him. I shall back the thing controller's punishment. You won't give me any trouble now, will you?"
"No, Skarloey. Never, Skarloey."
"Good." Skarloey might have been old-fashioned and had shabby paint, but he was still an engine who stood no nonsense. The passengers gathered all around and welcomed the old engine back. The guard had to shoo them into the coaches to get the train moving. Skarloey felt happy. Sure, the train was long and the route was tough, but he was glad to be back. He remembered everywhere to stop and whistled at all of his friends along the way. The Market Day special chugged happily along in the November sunlight. "This is lovely," he said. The climb up the mountain wore Skarloey out, but he was happy for the rest at the top station. He would get to wait there for several hours while the festivities in the village went on nearby. His driver tended to his tubes and rearranged his fire. At 5 o'clock, the train started off. It's better downhill, Skarloey panted, but all the same he felt weaker than ever before. His springs were worn and the joints in the tracks jarred at his wheels. Just as he passed into this third station, it happened. Oh, I feel so wobbly. You burst the spring and there's so much more ready to go. That's it. We'll need a bus for our passengers. No, that'll take hours. Besides, I'd not be a proper engine if I had a bus take my passengers. I'll get home or burst. Okay, if you say so, said the driver doubtfully. The Thing controller stood anxiously on the platform. James's local sat at the station waiting, and Peter, Sam, and Sir Handel held their breath. Finally, they heard a strained whistle, and clanking in came Skarloey. He was wobbling all over the place and making dreadful noises. His other spring had gone, and bolts shot out of his boiler. He dragged himself into the station. I've done it, he panted. The passengers poured out and cheered Skarloey to the echo before they rushed onto James's train. He left, respectfully silent. Once he had gone and the station died down, Skarloey quietly said to the Thing controller, "You're right, sir. Old engines can't pull trains like the young ones can. They can if they're mended, Old Faithful, and that's what will happen to you. You deserve it." Skarloey is away at the same workshop in England as Rheneas now, getting better. They send cards back home, and the railway sends them cards too. Peter, Sam, and Sir Handel always make sure to say hello and force their drivers to write the latest gossip. Sir Handel, in particular, can't wait for Skarloey to return, for he thinks he's one of the best engines in the world. He does his fair share now, and the coaches have earned a respect for him. Sir Handel always says he works his line the Skarloey way.